a lot of folks are saying that's a great start, right? But what are some of the things that you feel still need to happen?
Well, that's a good question, and a quick answer is that along with the acknowledgement of the Juneteenth celebration, I believe there should be an appropriation, financial appropriation from the city, from the county, from the state, and from the Fed for black development. Resources that would go directly to us to build homes, to correct the disparities that we have in our community. I'm a researcher, and like back in 2011, I stumbled up on a document that talked about racial and economic disparities within the state. So since that time, I've been trying to make politicians aware of it and people aware in general of these disparities that exist within the state. You know, the state of West Virginia is what? 3% African American. So I say with the with a 3% African American population, I think resources can be directed to us to help bring us up, to enhance the quality of life that we have here.
And even though that there is still a lot more to do than just recognizing the holiday, I'm sure that it was, really, I'm sure it was really nice to see that kind of recognition from the government at all.
Absolutely. Right here in Marion County, we have Senator Joe Manchin. And we would like to see Senator Joe Manchin do something specifically for African Americans. Now, I asked the same thing of Robert C. Byrd before he passed. And people said to me, well, he's living all this long and he hasn't done nothing. He's probably not going to do nothing now. But, Senator Joe Manchin says he wants to carry on in Byrd's tradition. And we know that Byrd was a Ku Klux Klansman. But by the end of his life, I think he began to change his position. So I think we're just looking for our fair share. And the Juneteenth celebration is really an opportunity for us to take control of the narrative.
And then, last question: what is Juneteenth to you?
Juneteenth is Black unity, Black people, African Americans coming together and embracing one another. Sometimes, given our history here in the United States, if we don't watch, we could turn on one another. And I think the whole idea is to recognize the good things that we have in our community, embrace one another, and encourage one another. That's what we try to do with the Juneteenth celebration. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was all my questions. I really appreciate that.
Okay. What's your name, man?
My name's David Kirk with the Times West Virginia.
Okay. You got a card?
Yes, sir.
Give me that card. There'll be other things that come up. For instance, we try to document. One of the things that I try to do is document and archive the African American experience. Here in Fairmont, for instance, a woman that meant a lot and did a lot for us was Pastor. Her last name was Davis. So she done slipped my mind, but she wrote a book here, and she had a church out in Reedsville, and so we try to carry her tradition on as well. This is my sister, Sharon Eccles. She's one of the vendors.
Okay. And you said there were some other organizers around. Who would you suggest I talk to as well?
I would suggest that you talk to... Let's go down here. Come on. How you doing, my man? This is two of our young organizers. Reporter wants to be able to speak to you guys.
Hi. Yeah, my name's David Kirk. I'm with the Times West Virginia.
Oh, Times West Virginia.
Let me get my phone out. I can ask you both the same question at the same time. You can take turns answering it if that's okay. All right. First of all, can I get your first and last names and spell them? You can go first.
Yatoya Things is YAHTOIYA. The last name is HOLT-THAME. Amanda Copley, AMANDA. Last name is COP is
And then what are your positions with organizing Juneteenth? Part of it, or should I just put down like a title for you, just organizer?
We're the keepers.
Yeah,
Okay.
the keepers basically assisted.
Okay. So what exactly is the Keepers organization you're part of?
Soon to be a non-profit organization basically out here to get the unity back in the community, about togetherness and making sure everybody's coming together. We started off last year, since then